What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building. This time, honey, I am back for a recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 12, episode 10. Let's get off into it. So the episode picks up right where it left off with NeNe coming where the girls are at, and everybody's looking at her all crazy like, what is this bitch doing here? And, wasn't nobody really excited to see her but Tanya, but whatever. She came right in the middle of Cynthia talking to Kenya.
Let me just finish this because this was his moment. He's been planning this for months. He felt like it could have ruined the surprise. Yeah. In the end, it didn't, but well, thank God for that. I just wanted to have that conversation with you. I received that. Thank you for sharing.
In my opinion, Cynthia did not check Kenya enough about that, and maybe she probably needed to have more of a one-on-one with her without the girls. I like that she approached her with all the girls there, but there needs to be some type of follow-up conversation because that was just not right on so many levels what Kenya did. It definitely came off, I don't give a damn what anybody says, as if Kenya was jealous. We all know that Kenya didn't get the best proposal from Mark, so why wouldn't she ruin Cynthia's proposal? I feel like she really likes Cynthia, and I think she cares for Cynthia, but I do feel, you guys, she is definitely jealous of Cynthia's relationship with Mike Hill. I definitely, get that feeling, and I think that she ruined that on purpose. She, wanted to tell her and, wanted to ruin, that moment for Cynthia. Why she would do that, I don't know. That's not what a real friend does. And even Porsha had said on last week's episode, what type of friend would do that? That's wrong on so many levels. And you all know that Kenya and Porsha have been pretty cool this season. So for Porsha to step outside of that and still have an opinion, I respected that. Because it lets me know you got a brain and, your own mind, and you can recognize when some shit is right and when some shit is wrong. And for Porsha to call that out, I'm definitely here for it. And she also said something on this episode, and I'm going to let that play out because she hit the motherfucking hammer on the head. She nailed it when she made this statement.
Kenya just likes to have moments. She does not care how she gets them. That is really messed up.
But why would y'all really be shocked by that? There was a lot of people saying, well, Kenya changed and she's married and she had a baby. You guys, that does not change people. It may change them for some time, but if a person is unhappy in their life, misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? And I just know from dealing with women when I've had a boyfriend and maybe they didn't and things are going well with me and, friends will be jealous and make certain comments, and then it's just like, well, damn, are you really my friend? Are you really supporting me? Do you really have my back? Or are you just jealous that you don't have what I have? So I would like for Cynthia to get at that reunion, or maybe at a later time without the women. And I would like for her to have like a one-on-one with Kenya. Like, what was that about? Because I'm not believing your excuse. That's basically what she gave her. She was very passive with Cynthia, very much so trying to rush along what Cynthia was saying, move on to the next thing. It didn't really ruin the proposal. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Even Kandi was in her feelings about it and had even cussed Kenya out. Because Kandi saw that shit. And y'all know Kandi and Kenya is cool. But she was able to step outside of that and be like, bitch, what are you doing? This is our good friend. She's been waiting on this moment. Why would you just tell her like that? Well, she knew it was going to happen. Like, come on. Who does that? It's a surprise. You know what I'm saying? So Kenya was coming from a negative place with that, you guys. I don't care what anybody has to say. Okay? NeNe mentioned that, she wasn't a part of Cynthia's proposal with Mike Hill. She said she's missed a lot of big moments of Cynthia's life, and it hurts that they are in this place. Yeah, I could get that. I'm definitely getting the feeling that NeNe is starting to miss Cynthia, and I always felt that Cynthia missed NeNe, but she likes to talk tough about NeNe. But it's up to those two, you guys. It's up to those two to reconcile the friendship, to come up with new rules for the friendship. It shouldn't be so much controlling behavior and, well, you can't be friends with this friend. And like I said last year, you guys, I really feel like Cynthia should have just told NeNe the woman would be at the damn party and maybe it wouldn't be a big deal, And then I will also say, because y'all know NeNe is my girl, but I will also say that NeNe overreacted a bit. It's like it's on both of them, and both of them need to develop a more fair and balanced relationship with each other. Like, Cynthia, you can't be a flip-flop, and NeNe, you can't be so damn controlling. You guys will both have friends that the other don't like. It is what it is. Move the fuck on along,
The crazy situation is, NeNe is only getting along with me right now. She's done with Cynthia. Fell out with Porsha. She unfollowed Eva. NeNe and Kenya is like false hope, so I don't even want to waste my time even trying to figure them out.
The thing with Kenya and NeNe that people need to remember is, I don't think NeNe ever really liked Kenya. I think at one point in the show, and I would say season 6, when Kenya invited NeNe to that, what was that, charity event or something she threw for NeNe? I think that really pissed NeNe off, how Kenya organized that and how NeNe ended up being a bad guy, this, that, and the third. Kenya moves in a shady and shiesty way, and NeNe is more in your face. This is how it is. This is who I am. You know what I'm saying? She don't do all that fake ass shit, in my opinion, that Kenya does. So you got two women, two strong personalities. NeNe ain't backing down. She feels like this is her house, and it absolutely is. NeNe is Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's the one that has had the consistent husband. She ain't rented a husband. She ain't tried to get a husband. Like, she has had a consistent storyline, a consistent husband. She has the kids, so she is Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I don't know, I think with NeNe, it's kind of like she never really respected Kenya, because Kenya was like, I don't know, Kenya's like the opposite of the show. She had her child later on in life, and then it was hard for her to find a man and, be married and just kind of hold down any type of stable, relationship with a man. So I think a lot of that has to do with how NeNe sees her. And then they have the whole thing with Cynthia, how neither one of them, I feel, wants Cynthia to be friends with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like NeNe can get jealous of Cynthia and Kenya's relationship. Kenya definitely, on the other hand, she could get jealous of NeNe and Cynthia's relationship. But with Kenya, it's just like, girl, they've been cool for years. Ever since Cynthia came on this show, she has shot with NeNe. They have been friends. They really had this long-standing relationship that I don't think that Cynthia and Kenya will ever have. I really don't see it, you guys. I think that they will continue to be close friends, but not besties. Not if Kenya remains jealous of Cynthia. They will never get there. So yeah, Kenya and NeNe, they ain't never been friends, and they probably never will be friends. And I'm cool with that,
Looking at our past history, these girls have a mighty long way to go.
Every band has a king and queen that represents their band. It's a good introduction to Carnival. It'll be fun.
Toronto Carnival kicks off with a week-long set of activities.
The King and Queen Showcase launches all the Carnival floats that will lead off the festivities on the road.
So the ladies are watching some type of show that kind of, in my opinion, it represents Carnival. It's like a whole bunch of costumes and, you know, everybody's excited and it's something new. And I'm really loving this trip, you guys. I'm loving that Tanya is the host. She's very gracious, very happy and excited to show the girls, you know, her culture and where she comes from and how they do things.
How come you was quiet as a mouse all day?
When?
You.
When I first arrived, I didn't know what you guys were talking about. I was kind of lost.
You can't.
I like that NeNe stayed out of that, though. It had nothing to do with her. She was minding her business. She was just walking in. That was a conversation that Cynthia needed to have with Kenya, and I feel like it was fair. If NeNe would have came in being bossy, being nasty, you all would have complained about that. So why, when she's quiet, it's a problem? You know, make it make sense.
Have an awkward time.
You really did.
Yeah. I know Cynthia was saying something about they blow the proposal.
I just kind of felt like, why would you ruin that moment for her?
Yeah, it's a great moment.
You know what I mean?
Did you tell her that she blew Marlo moment? Marlo tagged me.
I love that NeNe held Kandi's feet to the fire with that, because I feel like Kandi or nobody really ever got on Kenya for ruining Marlo's moment. I think it's more or less a lot of the girls have a love-hate relationship with Marlo, so it's like, well, Kenya did crash her event. We don't really like the bitch, so do you see what I'm saying? I think, but I still feel like it was wrong, you know, for Kenya to do that. It was wrong because Marlo is somebody on this cast that needs a peach, and Marlo is one of the first friends I believe I've seen with an event, you know, launching her own wig line. I don't think I've ever seen another friend of the show do that. So, you know, Marlo trying to, you know, establish herself in the business world. I think she already has a couple of businesses going on, but, you know, she's trying to do something big on the show, and then Kenya ruined that, and it's like nobody said shit to Kenya about that. So I like that NeNe said something.
Kenya.
Well, I was in the middle of telling her that I feel like what she did wasn't cool when Marlo came over there trying to bite my damn head off.
Kandi, you wasn't gonna say nothing. You wasn't gonna say nothing because I don't think you and Marlo are even... I think she's learned to accept Marlo, and Marlo's gonna be around, that type of thing. I think it's a cordial friendship. I don't think she would go to bat for Marlo. So just be honest about it. I mean...
It's not about her now.
You can't tell me not to talk.
Well, I can't, but you can leave with it then.
Oh, shit. She told her you could leave too, girl. You could head out that door too.
Let me tell you this though, Kandi. When I met with Cynthia for lunch, the only thing that bothered me is when I asked Cynthia, do you feel that was right what she did? You didn't see no wrong in it?
I wouldn't have done it. And that's all I really...
So
I'm just going to leave it right there.
Because guess what? If she would keep it real with me like that and would tell me that, she would probably know who I heard recorded her. You know what I mean? It's like,
So who did record her?
I don't know who did it.
I feel like I'm in the middle of this whole recording scandal because, you know, NeNe told me about it first. Then I told Cynthia somebody that y'all have as a mutual friend recorded you dogging her out. Then I asked Yovanna about it. Were you the one that recorded Cynthia? No. Okay, great. So I figure, you know, I'm going to get to the bottom of it now.
Really quickly on that, Cynthia is not going to check Kenya about her crashing Marlo's event. Like I said, Cynthia and Marlo are not tight like that. Cynthia mainly sees Marlo as NeNe's friend. And yes, she is, but tell your friend when they are wrong and when they are doing too much. But like I said, none of them really like or love Marlo like that. So they go allow Kenya to do whatever. They don't really care.
So who did record it? We got the lady of the hour right here.
I don't know.
You know? What? Who did the recording?
No idea.
Now, if you notice throughout this episode, they didn't ask Yovanna who done recorded Cynthia like a whole bunch of times on here. They didn't ask that a whole bunch of times, and she will still remain steadfast and say, girl, I don't know. It wasn't me. I think it's Yovanna. I really do. I'm really feeling Yovanna's new look. The blonde hair, I love it on her. I like her outfit. I think she has stepped up her fashion and shit, because she knows she got to be around these girls, honey, and she has to bring it, honey, okay? Oh my God, that was so funny when NeNe called Yovanna Yojana. That is funny. And I was thinking like she was calling her that like she's a whore or a prostitute. Like, oh, you got Johns and, you know, that whole thing. That shit was funny as hell. So Tanya comes in the room where the ladies are at, and she calls Kandi KMZ, I guess for like TMZ. Yeah, that's pretty much true, Kandi, because you do repeat a lot of shit. You get a lot of shit started, and then your excuse is, oh, but that's what you said, and you said that, and it ain't for you to be repeating and doing all of that. Because that takes me back to season 4, when Sheree repeated something Kandi said and it made it back to Kim Zolciak. Kandi did not like that because she felt like it was repeated the wrong way. And I think that it was. But see, with all that repeating, you don't repeat everything verbatim. Even like with the shit with Eva, they don't say under the context of why Eva said what she said. It's just, well, she said that and she get too mad. And no, you bring shit to her to get her upset, get her worked up. Then when she responds, you know, you are saying she's overreacting or, you know, she's doing too much. So it's like, girl, can't be doing that.
I don't remember everything, but Eva said a lot.
Well, it's really exciting to know they all were able to like talk through their issues. And
So when you gonna talk through yours?
I think I'm up and I'm on top.
Why you think that?
Hopefully they do. If they don't, it's fine.
Okay, well, since we asking questions.
Come on, Karen. Come on.
We were just saying stuff to B. Scott, because like
I'm not even a friend with B. Scott.
See, this is the thing with the whole B. Scott thing. If you have been watching this show for a certain amount of time, you will know that B. Scott loves Kenya more. And I really do believe, you guys, that Kenya has something to do with putting NeNe's note in the blogs. Y'all know that little note thing that she sent to Cynthia with the cheese tray. Kenya was already hating on the note, and it was from one former friend to the next former friend. Kenya had nothing to do with NeNe and Cynthia's relationship, so to me, she shouldn't have had no comments about what NeNe sent Cynthia. Bitch, ain't got nothing to do with your ass.
Your letter, your exact wording, how did they end up in a blog?
This blog has exactly what was on the card. She sent it to the blog.
Let me tell you something. The one thing that a person can tell you about NeNe Leakes, I don't ever talk to bloggers. Don't always point the finger at the person that you think. Okay, point the finger at the most who you don't think. Kenya
Exactly.
is known for leaking things to the blogs. She's calculated. She's a dirty ass girl. Whatever her intentions was for it didn't work, honey. My last name might be Leaks, but bitch, I'm not leaking.
I know that's right, bitch. I know that's right, bitch. I know that's right, bitch. I love NeNe, you guys. I love her. Her little catchphrases, her little quick shit that she be getting in there, honey. I love it. I love it. You ain't leaked shit, Mrs. Leaks. I know you didn't do it, girl.
One of y'all told me that. Cynthia said she lost the card and then she found it.
Oh, she told me that.
A lot of these girls tell stories all the time, but they can tell you one thing they don't do is talk to NeNe Leakes. Or NeNe Leakes. Or Lenithia Leakes.
That damn NeNe is a fool, y'all. I love her. Her presence, you guys, is needed on this show. I know a lot of you don't agree, but that is my motherfucking girl. I love her on the show. Brings a lot of energy, a lot of life into it. And yeah, she could be sad and bring the mood down. You know, she go through shit just like everybody else. But when NeNe is happy, you know, she just really brings a lot to the show. So we have this scene where we got Porsha talking to Dennis, and he talking about he he might need to do a pop-up because he missing her so much. Y'all, that damn Dennis, he full of shit. Did y'all catch the shade that Todd threw, honey, when Kandi said that I gotta get ready to try on my outfit for Carnival and I don't want to be looking fat? And Todd said ain't nobody in that crew, honey, is slim and trim. That's not true. Kenya is slim. Tanya's pretty slim. Marlo, yeah, they got some slim people. What you trying to say, Ty? What you talking about?
I ate arugula for a week. Now we can try these costumes on and see this out. No, you drinking it more than you full breakfast.
Hi.
Oh my God. Toronto has a huge history of African, West Indian, and African American cultures. Toronto Carnival is really, truly a celebration of West Indian culture and music.
So the ladies are trying on their outfits for Carnival, and Kandi looks really good. She looked really good in her outfits. You could tell Kandi been working on her eating. She been fasting, honey, exercising. Kandi looked damn good, okay? Cynthia say, honey, she's a size 6, but that ass is a size 12. I know that's right, Cynthia. But anyways, NeNe comes in and joins all the girls while they're getting situated, trying to try on their outfits for Carnival. And Cynthia immediately, she speaks to NeNe, but she immediately leaves the damn room because she talking about the snake may be around and she don't want nothing to do with that girl. You just tried to avoid NeNe, okay? Marlo looked damn good in her costume too, honey. Go ahead, Marlo. So NeNe has to leave early because she has to host her comedy show. And I think Eva, she's not going to be participating in Carnival either because she has a charity event to go to.
Let me just talk to you for a second. I just want to say anything that I've done wrong, I just want to own my own stuff. But I don't understand what happened to you and I. The longest we've ever known each other, we've never had an issue.
Not one.
I just wish we could move on.
Even though we've known each other for a long time, what we were building was getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
I was having a vulnerable moment, and it was a moment that I felt like I was having in privacy with a friend.
Yeah,
and you, of all the people, knew how deep that was
I
for
did.
you.
I will have a conversation with you off camera with no microphone.
Okay, don't start crying, Eva. Don't. Just come on. She told me that she doesn't want me to have on a mic. Eva's gonna kill me.
Problem is that they don't understand the gravity.
Oh, you know I know. I know. I was with a f***ing cuckoo.
And then when I expressed it to you, I feel like you had no remorse or any kind of feelings about it. For me to learn it on TV was very whack.
I'm sorry she feels that way.
There we go. So that's why I'm just like, well, I guess that's where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? Then I got blocked on Instagram, and then
No, unfollowed.
whatever. I was excommunicated. So
I decided to go to Canada because I used to have a sisterhood with these girls. We've shared so many amazing memories, and I just want to get back in a better place. I want to be able to say, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I apologize for that if I did. And I hope you understand where we're coming from, too. Okay? Let me get...
So they end up squashing it, you guys, and moving on along. But I wish NeNe would have just told Eva, girl, you are on a reality show and people are not going to stop filming, you know, because you're having a moment. This is reality TV. And of course she didn't want it on TV, but I'm pretty sure those producers told NeNe, keep your mic on. Because I believe that NeNe would have took it off, you know, and said what she needed to say to Eva and, you know, her husband at the time. But NeNe didn't really even give it that much energy. She didn't go into any excuses for her behavior. She just apologized, moved on. And that's good. I was happy to see them move on because I didn't really understand, you know, their beef in the first place. I didn't really understand it. But yeah, Eva, you are on a reality show and, you know, you can't pick and choose what moments you want on film and what you don't. And, you know, you can't do that. So It is what it is. So Tanya lets the girls know that she wants them to do this exercise with her, you know, where they're hanging off the side of a building. It really wasn't as dramatic as they made it seem. You know, it just wasn't nothing at all the way I thought it was going to be. And, you know, it was really this heights thing. They had to go really high up to this tower. And you had NeNe and Eva. They're all in the elevator trying to ride up to where the girls are. NeNe was scared the whole time. I was cracking the fuck up. You know, Eva is pregnant and she's comforting NeNe. That was so funny to me. But yeah, Kandi was really the only one, you guys, that really wanted to participate in this. She like had no fear. Porsha was shitting bricks. Even that crazy ass Kenya was shitting some bricks. Cynthia, you know, they were scared, but they ended up participating. And it just really, whatever they did, it was just like, I don't know. It was nothing, you guys. Okay, so next we got NeNe and Eva. You know, they're pretty much, you know, having drinks, having lunch, while the other girls are doing a little thrill-seeking adventure, honey. They just taking steps off the... I don't know, you guys, what the hell they was doing. I thought the girls was go bungee jump. They just leaning back. They're totally connected to whatever the hell they connected to. They got all these ropes on them or whatever. Porsha was scared. She was like, well, I'm kind of heavy, and girl, them damn ropes got you, okay? So anyways, Eva and NeNe are talking about, you know, Porsha and NeNe getting her relationship back on track with Porsha, and NeNe is just telling Eva, like, you know, I felt like I was a friend to her. She was never really one to me. And you know what? I heard NeNe say this before in the past. You know, I think, what was that, season 6? She was just like, well, I'm always giving to Porsha. She don't give to me. See, that's a situation where if you don't feel like you're getting from somebody, then y'all need to give it up. You need to just give it up. Maybe they could be cool, Porsha and NeNe, but maybe you don't need to look for nothing serious with Porsha, NeNe, because you don't never seem to get whatever you think you're supposed to get with her. Like, I've always hear NeNe speak of her, you know, in that way. Both of them are very fun together. I love Porsha and NeNe when they are on good terms, but, you know, it's kind of getting old at this point with this whole, I don't get what I need back. And some people, they can't give you what you need. They just don't have it in them, you know. Where they really went wrong is Porsha going in that closet after NeNe told her not to. Then Porsha came out acting like a fucking victim. I was not fucking here for that. Somebody tell your ass don't go in the closet. It's don't go in the closet. Don't get your big ass in there. Tell me, ooh, what happened to my belt? What happened to your belt is you was asked not to take your ass in that damn closet. Then they showed the Facebook messages back and forth. Not Facebook, Instagram. No, the text messages between NeNe and Porsha, and NeNe ain't shit. She funny. She said, you big, hungry, fat ass bitch. She called that girl that while she was pregnant, honey. NeNe, you know you wrong. You have to get on that girl like that. And then Eva was like, NeNe, you wrong. And then NeNe was like, hell, she was fat before she was pregnant. I said, oh, Lord, child. That damn Porsha, though, she has put on some pounds. But I don't think Porsha is fat. Big, healthy girl. Okay? So Porsha ended up getting these flowers from Dennis, and, you know, she's all excited about it, saying, oh, he wants to work on his family. Girl, bye. Him wanting to work on the family would have came with him keeping his dick in his pants. No amount of sending flowers and gifts. See, Porsha is somebody, you guys, she has recessed brain too, okay? Just like Angela Simmons. They get distracted really easily, and I ain't got time for it. I wouldn't be distracted at all. I would have been like, oh, okay, you sent the flowers. All right, nice gesture, but nigga, you still right where you left off with me, okay? We ain't moving past what you did, okay? Shit. And then he puts dog on it. Is this about the whole bestiality rumors of him wanting to screw animals? I was a little bit confused, but Porsha, she wanted to deflect, honey, and tell us it was about him being in the dog house. I don't know about that, honey, because that one little scene that I saw some episodes ago, I think when the show first came back, he was, kept trying to look at her tail. She had like this animal costume on. So I don't know, that goddamn Dennis may be on to some, some type of animal fetish, some type of dog fetish or something, honey. I don't know. And poor Porsha just as clueless as anybody could be, honey. But you ain't heard that from me. So Tanya's man arrives and Dennis brings his fast food worker looking ass with him, and she's just overly excited. It's just like, Tanya, sit your ass down. Okay. Like, Tanya is just, I like that she's happy, you guys, don't get me wrong, but girl, let's give fair energy to people. Let's give Dennis the side eye. Let's give Dennis the cold shoulder. We don't want him to feel too much at home. Okay, so pipe all that down. But she's happy that he's there to surprise Porsha. Oh my God, that goddamn Kenya bitch. Kenya, let's give it up for Kenya, honey, and that impression of Tanya, honey. Oh my God, I got my motherfucking life. That motherfucking Kenya had Tanya down to a T. You hear me? Oh my God. All the girls are on the bus just cracking up. It was a really good impression. I think NeNe did an impression of, not NeNe, Kandi did an impression of NeNe, and I'm the rich bitch, and I'm the HBIC and my legs, and I think Yovanna did a impression of Porsha where she kept asking for like chicken and asking for food, and Porsha, kind of got in her feelings like, damn bitch, do I always ask for food? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, Eva did an impression of Yovanna. I thought that it was really good. She was like, yeah, because I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I know that's right. And then I think Porsha did Cynthia. Porsha's impression of Cynthia was not that good to me because the voice did not match Cynthia's voice. But the mannerism, she kind of had those type of things down. Oh my God, Cynthia's impression of Marlo was on point. She was like, oh, Eva, looking plain as always. Like, she could have just did that, honey. We all know that's Marlo. Always got to tell somebody how terrible they look. We love you, Marlo, with your crazy ass. So next we got the girls all having drinks, and Tanya lets the girls know why she ended up moving and how she used to do a lot of travel nursing and this, that, and the third. And then Kenya, Kandi, and Porsha, they tried to come up with this whole scheme to nail Yovanna to the cross because they think that she is the snake. They basically want her to fess up to it, so they end up calling her over to where they are at, and they all got these drinks, and they being all extra nice to her. They keep asking her, is she the snake? She know who it is, and is the person there, that is the snake? And Yovanna denied. I don't know. The person ain't, I know who it is, but I'm not gonna say nothing. She's kind of saying that whole thing. So they didn't end up nailing her to the cross. I was like, y'all, Yovanna is not gonna tell y'all, okay? She ain't gonna come out and tell y'all. So we have this moment with NeNe, Marlo, Eva, and Cynthia. I kind of liked all of them getting together. But they all was sitting down having drinks, and Marlo let NeNe know that, Cynthia was really touched by, the card and the cheese tray that NeNe sent over to Cynthia's wine opening event. So Cynthia was just like, thank you so much. It was so sweet. And, NeNe was like, you welcome. And you could just really tell that Cynthia has a lot of feelings, still for NeNe. She loves that woman. She may talk about her like a dog here and there, but it's nothing but love there. And it was a nice, cute moment. They both clasped their hands together and, had they look come to Jesus moment, if you will. I don't know, honey. That's just what I saw. Okay, you may have seen something different, and that's fine. But I like them two together. I think it just gets bad when it gets so nasty between them. It's like, well, damn, should these women be friends, or is it going to be a healthy friendship? I think that's kind of where we are all at as the viewers, So, I hope that they work out everything, you guys. It was nice seeing them together. Oh, Cynthia also, learned that NeNe had blocked her, and NeNe said she had blocked her because Cynthia blocked her first. Of course, we got the bullshit, you guys. That damn NeNe is a mess. So the next thing I see is Tanya giving this speech about, how she's from Canada, this, that, and the third. And, she ends up saying something and Dennis walks in and then they showed him like getting down on his knee, grabbing Porsha. And I guess he's going to repropose. Motherfucker, you shouldn't have took the ring back in the first place. See, these Mickey Mouse, Chuck E. Cheese games, you guys, they would never go with me. And I would be telling him to get up off your knee. We're not getting married. I'm putting your ass on child support. And you got about 6 months to show me good behavior. Okay, treat that nigga like a straight criminal, if you will. If you go act like it, honey, I'm gonna treat you like that, okay? But that is my review, you guys, of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I really enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.